today's class, it's about flexibility and strength. So often in life we need flexibility and strength in the sense of being adaptable to different situations and being flexible to different circumstances that might arise, as well as maybe being strong under some situations. And just being confident and strong in order to make sure that our truth is known to others. So adaptability and flexibility means that we can adjust to the circumstances that are presenting and learn from them. And strength means that we can be true to ourselves, true to our purpose, and true to the purpose of the universe, and whatever that means for us. So when you're practicing through today, just notice where you're being flexible, or where you need to be more flexible and adaptable in your body, and where you need to be strong in your body. And often you'll find that where you think you might need to be more strong, you actually need to be more flexible. And the opposite is also true. So just be open to both experiences as we go through your practice today. You can start your practice. Just come onto your back for a few moments. You can lay down here. Let your arms fall open. Your legs are mat width apart. Just start in Shavasana. Close your eyes. Start to deepen and slow down your breath. Noticing your inhales and exhales. Letting your day go. Or perhaps you're doing this practice in the morning, so just starting your day. Waking your day up. Setting your intentions for today. What kind of day do you want to have today? Drawing your breath through your nose. Just bring your tongue to rest on the roof of your mouth. And focus on breathing on the inhale through the nose and exhaling through the nose also. Quieting the mind and coming inside of yourself to the essence of who you are. Start to move your fingers and toes, maybe rotating your wrists and ankles slightly. Keep your eyes closed if you'd like to, or you can open them, whatever feels good for you right now. When you're ready, bring your legs together, reach your arms overhead, and just extend the fingers and toes, lengthening the body as long as you can. Exhaling, curling up into a tight ball, bringing your knees to your chest, lifting your head and neck off the mat. If you have knee injuries, just bring your hands behind your hamstrings. Inhale, opening, expanding, lengthening. Just notice here where your body is touching the ground and where it's lifting off the ground as you lengthen and extend. Exhale, come back into that tight little ball. One more inhale. One more exhale into that tight bowl. And then just rest your head on the floor. You can do some sacral massage here. Just doing some clockwise circles, just massaging all four corners of the sacrum and back of the pelvis. Just moving gently and smoothly here. Following with your breath as you make these movements. Noticing where you're flexible. Switch directions. Notice where your strength is coming from in your body. And you can bring your soles of the feet onto the floor. Just lift your right heel towards the ceiling. Lengthen and extend the leg here. And draw the shin towards the face. And bring your palms face down. And just let the leg gently and slowly come to a hover just above the mat. Really squeezing from the sides of the body towards the center of the core here. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling one more time, coming down. Just working with your breath and squeezing the sides of the body towards the center of the body here. One more time, the leg can come back up on the inhale. And then bend that right knee, bring the sole of the foot to the ground and lift that left heel up. And gently exhale. Bring your left foot down this time. So exhale, bringing that leg down again. Hold it for a breath as you hover. And lift it back up. Inhale here. Exhale back down. Hover and breathe. Noticing the strength in your body. Coming back up. Bend that knee. Bring the sole of the foot to the ground. And just give your knees a quick side to side. Just working and opening the pelvis gently. And then you can either come onto your side and lift yourself up, or you can rock back and forth on your spine, massaging the spine a bit, and then come into a seated posture. Sitting tall, keeping the head and neck right directly in line with the rest of the spine, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders up, back and down the spine. Bring your right hand over to your left knee, twist from the abdomen, then the chest, and then the head and neck. And then lift your left arm up, and you can take a gentle lean over to the right side, really lengthening and stretching open that left side of the body. And just notice here where there is strength and where there is flexibility. And perhaps you can bring a sense of ease into the posture. An element of play. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back upright. And then switch sides, so left hand to right knee. Twisting from the abdomen, torso, and then head and neck. Looking over the right shoulder. And then resting into the posture on this side. Take an inhale. Reach your right arm up and take a lean over to the left side this time. Really bringing that right sits bone into the ground. Lengthening the right side of the body. Being sure not to collapse between the hip and the rib on the left, but creating space there. Inhale, exhale, come back upright. Bring your feet so that the soles are touching one another just in front of your mat. And you can decide on the distance away from you that you would like to have your feet. So the further away, the less pressure there is on the pelvis, and the closer, the bigger the stretch on the pelvis. So if you'd like, you can go all the way in, or you can just keep them at a nice easy distance. If you need extra support, you can place your fists underneath your thighs or blocks here, if that feels good. Otherwise, reach the arms up, lengthen the spine, lift the chest, and from the pelvis, start to reach forward with your fingers, drawing the chest towards the mat. Or depending where your feet are, towards your feet. And just breathe here. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, folding deeper. Take an inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, come back upright. And come onto your hands and knees. So make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips. Inhale, lift your tail, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck your chin in, around the shoulders, lift the spine, tuck the tail slightly. Inhale, lift the face, lower the chest, roll the shoulders back, lower the belly, lift the tail. We'll do the opposite this time, so tuck the tail under, lift the spine, lower the chest, allow the shoulders to roll up, and let the head hang. And lift your tail up, lower the belly, roll the shoulders up, back and down the spine, lift your chest and lift your face. For Bittilasana and Marjaryasana. Cat-cow pose. Bring your hands just slightly in front of you, tuck your toes under. Press into your feet and your hands, lift your tail up. And come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just pedal your knees slowly and gently towards the ground. Really stretch out those calf muscles. And just bring the weight into the left foot. Lift the right foot off the ground. You can just bring the toes behind the left heel. Stretch out that left heel a bit more. And then switch sides, so bring the left foot to the ground, right foot to the ground, left foot comes onto the back of the heel.
resting into this posture here. Then bring both feet to the ground. You can bend both knees low, just hover for a moment above the ground. Press into the hands and feet, lift up the sits bones, and draw the heels towards the earth. This is Adho Mukha Svanasana, or down dog. And this is our first sort of inversion. So just really focus on lengthening and strengthening your spine here. And you can take an inhale, shift your weight forward, step one foot, then the other forward. Keep a micro bend in your knees, or as deep as a bend as you need as you fold forward here. And then just gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down the spine. Lift your head and neck. Tadasana. So really row into all four corners of the feet, strong legs, drawing the energy of the earth in through the body, being strong and powerful like the mountain. And breathe here for a moment. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Just easily and gracefully bring your arms up, and then exhale, draw the hands down. Do another inhale, reaching the arms up, palms face up. Exhaling, coming back down. And do that one more time. Inhaling. Exhale down. Just come into mountain pose one more time. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine extending forward, micro bend in the knees. Exhale, step back into a plank of your version. So you can come into tabletop if that feels good to do so, or just have your knees on the floor. Inhale, shift your weight forward, Balakrasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, so bending 90 degrees at your elbows. And then come onto the tops of your feet. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down the spine. And lift up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, shift your weight forward, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. One more, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Roll the spine up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, long spine, extending forward. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back into your plank. Inhale, shift forward, Palakrasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, lift the chest, come onto the tops of the feet. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your right leg up. Keep the hips so they're both pointing towards the mat. Squared. And exhale, draw that right foot forward between the hands. You can bring that left knee down to the ground. If you have any kind of pain in your knee, you want to bring a blanket or a chip foam block underneath your knee just for additional support. Then you can bring your hands to your right knee as you open up and extend and stretch out this front of the quad on the left side. Just squeeze your thighs towards one another just to find your center of balance. You can keep your hands on the knee or you can reach the arms up. This is modified Anjaneyasana. And then bring your right hand to your sacrum. Bring your left hand onto the floor. And you can twist, so opening up the chest towards the inside of the right thigh. And you can keep the hand on the sacrum, or you can lift the right arm up. Looking for 90 degrees angles in this posture. So the shoulders are stacking one on top of the other. Take an inhale, exhale, bend that left knee, draw the foot towards the glute, wherever you are is fine, and keep that twist in the body as you draw the right shoulder blade back and stretch the front of the quad even further. Continue following your breath here, finding strength and flexibility. Take an inhale, release the twist, release the back leg. Just draw that right foot back slightly. And bring your hands to your hips. And stay here for a moment. Just make sure your hips in line with your knee on the left side and your knees in line with the ankle on the right. Squeeze the thighs towards one another, find your center. And when you're ready, draw that left foot draw your left foot towards the glute. And find stillness here. So again, always looking for the quad stretch here, not putting any extra pressure onto the knee. If you do have knee injuries or problems, please do what you can, but don't press further than that. You want to prevent injury, create flexibility and strength, and not cause injury. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, step the right foot slightly out further, and gently lean your chest towards your thigh. You can lift the feet, toes up in the air of the right foot, head to knee pose. And always breathe. Take an inhale, release the foot, bring it closer, bring your hands just in front of you, and step back into downward facing dog again. Take an inhale, exhale, shift the weight forward into plank. Take an inhale here, Phalacrasana. Exhale, bend the elbows 90 degrees, Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll the shoulders back, come onto the tops of your feet. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, curl the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This time bring your left foot forward between your hands. Again, you can use that blanket or cushion for the support on the right knee this time. And bring your knee above your ankle. You can slightly lean forward to create that stretch on the right thigh, this time the front. You can keep your hands on the knee or reach your arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands towards the floor. Bring that right palm in line with the shoulder. Twist the chest open here. And you can lift that left arm up, or you can keep it on the sacrum. Whatever you did on the other side, and that works for you. And just watch for those 90-degree angles in the legs and long lines in the arms. Take an inhale. Exhale. Bring that right foot up and draw the heel towards the glute, keeping that chest opening and drawing the left shoulder blade back. Take an inhale, release the leg, drop to the floor, tuck the toe under, come up into an upright position. Again, just check the alignment of your hips with your knee and your knee with your ankle. And start to draw that right foot towards the glute once again, finding your center of strength and balance. Squeezing the inner thighs towards one another. And then exhale. Bring your hands to the ground one more time. Step that left foot out slightly. Plug that leg into the hip socket. Draw the feet up towards the ceiling and pull your chest towards your thigh as you forward fold slightly, head to knee pose. Lengthening and strengthening. Take an inhale, bring the foot back a bit, and step back. You can move your blanket, come into your downward facing dog once again. And just breathe here. Go through another vinyasa, so inhale. Shift the weight forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, roll the shoulders back onto the tops of your feet, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. This time bring your right foot forward. Keep your left heel off the ground and squeeze the thighs together as you lift the torso up. You can keep your hands on your hips with your ribs in line with your pelvis, lifting that back of the femur towards the ceiling, or reach your arms up. Make sure you're not arching the spine at all. You're staying in alignment here. So strong legs, finding the center of your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Bring your left elbow to the outside edge of your right knee. Press into the palms. Twist the chest open. Twist the chest open. And you can stay here using the palms to deepen the twist. Or you can open the arms up. Finding flexibility and strength. Bring your hands back to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Lift that left leg up. Keep the hips squared and pointing towards your mat. Inhale. Bring your left foot between your hands. Right heel off the ground. And then lift your chest. Lift your torso. Again, your hands can be on your hips or reaching for the ceiling for Anjaneyasana. Find your strength here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reach your chest forward and then bring your right elbow across your left knee. You can continue to press those palms together, or you can open the hands up and twist the chest this way. Parivrtta Anjaneyasana. And just find ease in the posture. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands, bringing them back to the ground. And step back into downward facing dog. Another vinyasa here, so inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take an inhale. Step your right foot forward. One more time, come into Anjaneyasana. And then bring that left knee towards the ground. Take your block. Now the cork block is more stable, so it just depends on your flexibility. I like the foam block because it's taller than my cork block. But you could use 2 cork blocks if you found it easy too. And just reach that right foot forward. You can bring your weight onto your blocks and keep yourself working towards the splits posture of Hanumanasana. Monkey God pose. You can keep your hands on your hips, working that left hip towards the front of the room. Reach the arms up, keeping the chest in line with the pelvis. And then exhale, taking a forward fold here. Finding flexibility here and strength. Inhale. inhale, lift the head and neck, and come back upright. And if it feels good to do so and it doesn't cause pain in your knees or pelvis, start to bend that left knee and reach for it with the left hand. You can use your right hand to stabilize you. And just draw it as much as you can towards that glute on this side. Take an inhale, release the leg. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, and you can step back into downward facing dog. You can go through another vinyasa if you'd like to, or you can just stay in your down dog and rest here. Do what feels good for your body this moment, and really pay attention if you actually need another vinyasa, or if you need a moment of rest. Take an inhale. Shift your weight forward again. Step that left foot forward this time. Come into your Anjaneyasana one more time. Really lengthening that back leg. Reach the arms up. Make sure you have your block ready. And when you're ready, bring your hands to the floor. Position your block. Bring your right knee onto the floor and stretch that left leg out in front of you. And you can place your block underneath you to where it is stable and able to support you. If you'd like to protect your knee, you keep the back foot curled under. Otherwise, come onto the top of the foot. And you can bring your hands to your hip. This time your right hip is working towards the front of the room. Left hip towards the back. And you can reach the arms up here. Finding strength and flexibility in Hanumanasana, this side of the body. And then exhale, reaching forward, extending and lengthening, drawing your chest towards your thigh. And take an inhale, exhale, coming back upright. And this time draw your right foot towards that glute on this side. You use your left hand to stabilize you. If your hands don't reach the floor, you can use a block under that hand as well. Keep that left toe or foot pointing upwards. Make sure it's not falling over. And then inhale here. Exhale, release the leg. Bring the hands to the earth. And you can step that leg back. Move your block out of the way. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can inhale, shift your weight forward if you'd like to do a vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Take an inhale and start to walk your feet towards the front of your mat. Bring your feet about mat width apart. And you can sit your tail down. Come into Malasana. And just use the knees to really, the elbows to widen the knees. Keep your spine long, your chest lifting, your breath steady. Again, finding flexibility in the pelvis and thighs and strength. This is Malasana or garland pose. Press into your feet. Take some blocks just to the other side of your feet. Bring your feet a little bit wider on the mat. And start to work your shoulders underneath your knees if you're able to. And start to draw your feet towards one another. Use your blocks. When you're ready, you can sit down onto your bottom. Move your blocks to the side if you did or did not use them. Take an inhale. And just spread your legs wide here. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. And just open up the pelvis here. When you're ready, slow your breath down. And start to extend towards that right foot. Wherever you are at is fine. Open up the chest. You can reach that left arm up. You can hold the head for support or reach for that other hand. Always breathe. And notice if your flexibility has changed, either even just from today or from the time you just began practicing yoga. Take an inhale, reach up, exhale, back to the opposite side. Drawing that left elbow to the floor, keeping the right feet with the toes pointing upwards, both sits bones anchor to the ground as you strengthen and lengthen the right side of the body. Again, you can support the head and neck if that feels good to do so, or enjoy the stretch. Take an inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, lift up. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders up, back and down the spine. Draw your chest towards the floor. And just find flexibility here as you lengthen and extend the spine, hinging from the pelvis, keeping the toes pointing upwards. Inhale, coming back upright. Exhale, sitting up. Come onto your hands and knees again into downward facing dog. Step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll the spine up on the inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center here. Reach your arms up. Lift that right knee up. Find balance in your left leg and strength. Extend the foot forward, breathing here. Exhale, hinging from the pelvis. Pressing the heel back for Virabhadrasana. 3. Inhale, coming back upright. Reach your arms out in front of you. Exhale, sit back. Reach for the right foot. Plug the leg into the hip socket, finding strength, balance, and flexibility here. And your breath. Take an inhale. Press into that left foot and come upright. One more time. This time bring the weight into the right foot. Reach the arms up. You can bend that left knee. Kick the foot forward. Exhale, hinging from the pelvis. Drawing the left heel up. Virabhadrasana 3 on this side. Strong right leg. Inhale. Keep your arms reaching out in front of you. Reach that left. Reach your left leg out in front of you. And start to sit back. Sit back into the balance here. Take an inhale. Exhale, press into the right foot and come up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last vinyasa. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, long spine extends forward. Exhale, step back into your plank, downward facing dog. And bring your feet to the front of your mat. Sit tall, opening the chest, rolling the shoulders up, back and down the spine. Reach your arms up. Exhale, drawing your chest long and strong towards your thighs for Paschimottanasana. Always inhaling and lengthening. Exhale, lowering. Take an inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, come back upright. So you can practice your heads down this time, whichever variation you're doing. So if you've just got your knees on the floor and your hands, arms on the floor, then just bring your head between at the base of the palms, tops of the wrists. And you can stay in this posture with your knees on the ground. You can press your feet into the floor, lift your tail up, And then start to walk your feet towards your face. And then if you are safe in doing so, you can lift up into a headstand or use your wall if you're not feeling safe to do so. Wherever you're at is fine. Just do your version of headstand for today. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to come down. And come onto your knees. Reach your palms behind you. Palms face up. Take an inhale. And come onto your back. You can reach your arms out to the sides of your body so they're in line with the shoulders. Just lift up the shins so they're parallel with the ceiling. Cross the right knee over the left. And cross the right arm under the left. You can stay here with these cross-legged and crossed arms, or you can wrap the palms around each other and the shin around the foot for Supta Garudasana or Supine Eagle. Just lift your elbows in line with the shoulders. Release the arms, reach them out again to the sides. You can keep that knee crossed but release the shin. And just start to fold your legs over to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Take an inhale. Bring your head back to center. Bring your legs back upright. This time cross the left knee over the right, left arm under the right. And you can stay here and hug yourself. Or again, you can tuck that toe under the shin of the right. And bring the hands to touch in the arms. Or Supta Garudasana on this side. You want your knees above your hips and your elbows in line with your shoulders here. Resting fully onto the spine. Breathing here. Finding strength and flexibility. Take an inhale, release the arms out wide and release the leg. Keep the knees crossed and you can Draw the legs over to the right side of the body. Bring your head so it looks over the left shoulder. Keep both shoulder blades really rooted to the ground. As you twist the entire spine here. Take an inhale. Exhale. Bring your head back to center. Lift the legs up and release the feet onto the floor. You can get a block and set yourself up for modified shoulder stand. So again, you can just bring the block into its lowest setting. You can keep your pelvis on the floor also, or you can bring the block into its higher or medium setting. And then just press the heels up towards the ceiling. Your palms are on the ground here. The weight is in your shoulders and no pressure is in your neck. And just enjoying the modified version of this posture. Returning blood flow to the rest of the body from the feet. You can work between flaunting the toes or flexing the feet. Just breathe. When you're ready, just bring the legs back to the ground. You can press into the feet and lift the hips off the block. Or you can stay here for a restorative posture of Setu Bandhasana. Otherwise, remove the block and come into baby bridge. So just squeezing the shoulder blades together. Feet in line with the knees. You can press your hips up. Step 2, lifting the pelvis higher. Step 3, bring the hands next to the ears. Step 4, come onto the top of your head. And step 5, pressing up. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. Take an inhale. Exhale. Come back down gently. And set yourself up for Shavasana. Whichever version you'd like. Make sure you're warm enough. I'm going to set myself on top of my bolster today and just use it as a restorative cushion. So you can rest one cheek on the bolster. If this is too intense for the hip flexors, You can stretch the legs out. Just allow your body to melt into your mat, your bolster, whatever is supporting it. If you'd like to have the shoulders fold inwards and open up the back of the body, you can bring your palms face up and just allow your feet to fall open, wide. Close your eyes. And start to deepen your breath. Come back inside of your body. And just come back to today's intention of flexibility and strength. Maybe thinking about times when you needed to be flexible or adaptable in your life, perhaps accommodating or compromising. Think of times when you've been flexible and how you felt about it. Were you feeling good about being flexible and adaptable? Or was it feeling uncomfortable for you? And whatever those times are that you are feeling uncomfortable in being flexible, perhaps it's not the rightful moment for flexibility. Perhaps it's a moment that requires strength for you to stand in the truth of who you are and what you stand for. So just reflect on this for a moment. And think of a time when you were strong. Maybe you stood up for something or someone. Maybe you let your voice be heard. And think of how you felt in this time. Were you feeling good in your strength and about using your voice? Or were you feeling challenged because your words were too harsh or your position was too strong? Maybe the situation called for less strength and more flexibility. Maybe you were standing exactly where you needed to be. And just continue to breathe here. Let your body be heavy. Take an inhale. You can switch your head position if you are laying on something. Switch sides. Take an inhale. Exhale. Start to wake yourself up slowly here. Coming back into the present moment. Back into your space. Take an inhale. Start to move on to one side of your body. You can continue to use the bolster if it feels good to do so. Come on to your side now. When you're ready, take an inhale. Push your hand into the floor bolster and gently sit yourself up. You can sit on the bolster if it feels good to do so, or use your block or blanket. Come into a comfortable seat. Sitting tall, lengthening the spine. We'll close with the Gayatri mantra today. So just receive the mantra, let it vibrate within you, and open new spaces. Experience it as a gift. May you always find strength and flexibility in your day. Om Bhuvara Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvara Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvara Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat.